Hey guys, it is Busan Kevin, jlandkev, Kevin, here in Japan, coming to you in my new room. Check it out, it's a new room where I do stuff. So here's the deal. It's Saturday here in Japan, and I just finished listening to the final episode of the Non Joggers Podcast. And I was a bit choked up, I gotta admit. This is my favorite podcast by far. It's two runners and a non-jogger, coming from Portland, Oregon. Russ McGarry, we got Carl the Mailman, and Gary the Vale. Three awesome guys. I found their podcast almost 2 years ago when I was literally just randomly searching, doing Google searches. Yeah, that's what my stomach's doing right now. Google searches for like running podcasts. And I came across theirs, and I was just looking for information about running because I am a runner. Well, sometimes a non-practicing runner. But yeah, so something to listen to while I was on my runs. And I downloaded the first few episodes, and I think when I got on board, they were probably only on around episode number 10 or 12. And I just fell in love with these guys. They talked about running some of the time, but most of the time they didn't. But they had such a great rapport, and they were just so goddamn funny and awesome, and their chemistry was just so incredible. And they had talent, three guys with, and their personalities were so different yet so complimentary. And yeah, they just melded. So 2 years later, and they've been very successful in their podcast, but 2 years later, they've decided that they've ended the Non Joggers. It's over. And that makes me sad. But what makes me feel good is that they're not ending podcasting, the three of them together. They just decided basically that they could reach a wider audience in a different format. Something runner specific. And I've seen this with my YouTube channels, right? I got like 23,000 subscribers on my Busan Kevin channel. I got like 4,500 and change on my jlandkev channel. My running channel, the reason why I don't really do stuff on there anymore, it's just, I don't know, it's so niche that I figured if I was going to talk about running, I'd talk about it on one of my other channels, sometimes. Because I know that most of you out there who watch my YouTube channels don't give a crap about the running part of my life. You want to see things about, for example, I live in Japan, you want to see about Japan. You want to learn about teaching and other stuff like that. So they do have a new show, and the three of them are staying together, and it's a new show, and it's just a wider open format, and it's going to be cool, and I'm looking forward to it. It's called The Here Now Show, and I think in a couple of weeks they'll drop their first episode. So if you're already subscribed to the Non Joggers, well, you know all this information. If you're not, go there right now, 3nonjoggers.com, and subscribe, or go to iTunes and search for them, 3 Joggers. And they're going to be changing it all over. The first episodes will be coming out in that same feed of the Here Now Show, and I'm looking forward to it. Because you know what, if these guys, Carl and Russ and Gary, if they did like a movie review show, I would listen to them. If they did a comic book show, I would listen to them, even though I don't read comic books. If they did a show about collecting antiques, I would listen to them, because I know the three of them would make it entertaining as fucking hell and funny. And these guys are that awesome. They're bright, they're funny as shit, they got a great chemistry. They could be talking, they could talk about poo, but they do talk about poo often. They could be talking about eating toenail clippings, and I would love it. So, here's to eating toenail clippings. No. But, there you go, guys. This is more, actually, this video is more for Russ and Gary and Carl. If you guys watch this, I'm going to send this link out to you guys on Twitter. If you do watch it, thanks, guys, for the 2 years of entertainment. I've run hundreds of kilometers. See, I'm a Canadian. With you guys. I've listened to you while I've run the Osaka Marathon, the Kobe Marathon. I listened to you guys when I ran my first kind of ultra distance. I ran a 60K kind of homemade ultra marathon to raise money. It was right after the tsunami and earthquake hit here in Japan, and I was raising money. And I remember you guys were with me when I was running that, and you guys have been with me some dark times, and you've made me smile. You've made me laugh out loud on a train in Japan. I mean, enough people stare at me because I'm a foreigner anyway, but then you get a foreigner who's like laughing out loud on a quiet train in the morning. Thanks for nothing, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for everything. And you know what? You got a cheerleader here, because I love what you three guys do, and I'm going to continue listening no matter what. Alright guys, see you later. Kevin here in Japan. jlandkev, Busan Kevin. Check the links below to my shit and their shit too.